If you have found this video, then the chances are that you have just done a search for design thinking. Well, you have come to the right place. I have a great video for you that explains everything about design thinking, and I also have a cheat sheet for you to download at the end of this video. Design thinking is a user-centered approach to solving complex problems. In broad terms, design thinking can be broken down into 5 stages, each stage helping you understand how to create products that truly meet user needs. Before you can solve a problem, you need to truly understand the problem people face. That's where the first stage, empathize, comes in. The goal here is simple. Get as close as possible to your users' experiences, emotions, and struggles. How do you do that? Well, you start by talking to users directly. Ask them about their pain points, what frustrates them, and how they currently solve the problem. You can also observe them in action. Watch how they interact with a product or navigate a situation. And to make sense of all these insights, tools like empathy maps can help you visualize what users think, feel, and do. The key questions at this stage are, what are users struggling with, and what do they really need? Now that you've gathered all those user insights, the next step is to define the problem clearly. The goal here is to create a clear and focused problem statement that captures the real issue. For example, imagine users are frustrated because food delivery apps don't show accurate wait times. You might frame the problem using "how might we" statements. For example, how might we help users get more reliable delivery time estimates? By crafting a problem statement like this, you set the stage for targeted and effective solutions. At this stage, you want to ask, what's the root cause of the problem, and which pain points should we prioritize? Once you have a well-defined problem, you can move into the fun part of generating ideas to solve it. In the ideate stage, the goal is to generate as many ideas as possible without judging them right away. Gather your team and brainstorm freely. You can try techniques like Crazy Eights, where everyone sketches out 8 different ideas in 8 minutes, or use a method like Scamper to stretch your thinking. For example, can we substitute something, or combine features, or simplify and modify the design? The magic happens when you let ideas flow without worrying about feasibility just yet. Then once you've explored all possibilities, narrow it down to the most promising ideas. And that's when you move on to prototyping, where your ideas start to take shape. The goal of the prototype stage is to create a simplified version of your solution so you can test it quickly and cheaply. This could be as simple as sketching a wireframe, building a clickable mock-up, or even creating a paper prototype. The point is to create something tangible that users can interact with. By mapping out user flows and testing rough designs, you get a hands-on way to explore what works and what doesn't. And before moving on, ask yourself, does this prototype address the problem we defined? And what assumptions are we testing? Once you have something to test, it's time for the final stage of getting it in front of real users. You hand your prototype to users, watch them interact with it, and gather feedback to see whether your solution actually works. Maybe users struggle to find a key button, or maybe they love a feature you thought was minor. The goal is to collect both qualitative and quantitative feedback so you can refine your design. If something doesn't work, that's not failure, that's progress. Because with every iteration, you get closer to a solution that truly solves the problem. The key questions here are users solving their problem with this design? And what still causes confusion or friction? And remember, if testing shows you need to rethink the design, you can always loop back to earlier stages. So now you know everything about design thinking. 2 important things to say at this point. First thing, design thinking is not a linear process, but it's iterative, which means learnings or outcomes of current stage can impact previous stages. Secondly, I have put together a cheat sheet for you, which covers all the stages, goals, and key questions to ask. I hope you will find that useful. You will find a link for that somewhere around this video. Please like this video and subscribe for more awesome content. Thanks for watching.